What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I kind of just wanted to talk more or less about why I have been absent from doing Yu-Gi-Oh content and doing more gaming content. Um, and I'm just gonna put it out there. This is one of those things that I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's just gaming YouTube in general, making gaming videos for YouTube. I may be really bad at it right now, because it's my first time doing anything like it, and I hope to get better at it. But that's besides the point of what this video is about. This video is more or less about where I'm standing with Yu-Gi-Oh and why I haven't done any content on it in a long time. Um, it's not more or less like I've stopped playing the game, which I have, but it's got a little bit more to do with it than just I stopped playing the game. I stopped playing the game for a couple reasons. One reason is I don't really have the budget to keep up with the meta every single time, and that's like a poor excuse, of course, because you can play budget decks and have a great time, which I do play budget and rogue decks to have fun. But I do wish that at some point, sometimes that I could take it a little bit more competitively, um, which is why one reason I kind of stopped playing for a little bit, at least until I can maybe at least get a little bit more into buying those more expensive cards and stuff and doing all that. Again, a poor excuse, but it is one of my reasons. Another reason is because I don't really have the drive to play the game either. I um I don't know what it really is, but I've gotten to the point where I'm not really having as much fun as I used to playing the card game. Um, and that's kind of driven me away from playing it as much. That's kind of like the biggest reason, right? Like I don't really feel like I have fun playing the game, which is why I don't. That's like a really big reason that a lot of people may stop doing something. Um, but that's like my biggest reason. I have done stuff like this before with Yu-Gi-Oh, to where way back when I think links were first coming out. Yeah, it was back whenever links were first coming out, right before they dropped, like right before the set dropped that they were coming out in. I sold everything, literally everything. The deck I had, my collection, all that. Not every last bit of my collection, but I sold a really big portion of my collection, and I went and got into Magic the Gathering. Um, which was a good time. It was super fun. I played that for quite some time because there was a group there that would play Commander, Standard, they draft, all that fun stuff. And eventually that group kind of faded away. They started going to other card shops, or they just, they just never showed up again. And that's just kind of like how it is. That's kind of how it happens. And then all of a sudden, Yu-Gi-Oh started getting more popular at that card shop. And I was like, well, I guess I'll get back into Yu-Gi-Oh again. And I did. I believe the meta deck at the time was Goki, I want to say, with the Nightmare stuff, where you did the U-Link. Um, I decided to get back into the card game playing Cyber Dragons out of all decks that I could have picked to play. But I mainly picked it because me and my friend were talking about it and like getting back into the game. I was like, what should I play? And then, we talked back and forth, and then eventually we picked up the Rogue deck Cyber Dragons. And I was like, well, what if I did this? And he's like, that's probably a pretty good idea. And so I built it, and the big thing that sold me on playing Cyber Dragons whenever I got back into the game was the fact that I could take one Cyber Dragon monster that's considered a Cyber Dragon and contact fuse it away into a fusion monster called Mega Fleet. And I thought that was so cool because it was like, okay, you locked me, but now I'm going to contact fuse away your card for one of my cards, and I'm going to probably board break the board and try to OTK because I played a lot of board breaking cards because I was a heavy go second deck, and it was always super fun because like my opponents would always want to go first, and then I was always wanting to go second, and they would set up their board, and I just try to break the board, and I found that a lot, like so much fun. I found that to be so enjoyable, just trying to break their board with um, a, I don't want to say mediocre, but with such a like heavy go second deck because anytime they made you go first, you were just kind of like, you didn't really do a whole lot. Maybe you would set up Infinity with maybe a artifact. What's there's another rank 5. There's a rank 5 XYZ artifact. I can't think of the name. I'll probably put a picture of it up on the screen. But you'd probably end on that if anything, and that's like nothing special. You have one Omni Negate and then whatever the other card did, and that was pretty much it. But going second, it was always trying to break the board, which I found fun. And after a while, I started building new decks and playing more of the game and so on and so on. And then like these past 2 years, I fell back into that rut that I fell into before, where I didn't enjoy the card game again. And then I found something else that I enjoy over it. Before it was Magic, and now it is gaming and posting YouTube gaming videos. And I know a lot of people who subscribe to this channel subscribed whenever I was doing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I do apologize for not doing that content that you subscribed for. Um, I do hope that you will stick around for the new content coming up, and I do want to let those previous subscribers know that I will still be doing Yu-Gi-Oh related stuff. I do plan on doing Yu-Gi-Oh VR on this channel because it is technically a video game, right? And I think it'd be pretty cool to check out. Um, Another thing that I do plan on doing is I do plan on opening booster boxes. I do plan on opening blisters, structure decks. A lot of new stuff that comes out. I want to try, get my hands on, and open for the channel. Um, because at the end of the day, I still like to collect the cards. I very much enjoy collecting the cards. Nothing really beats the fact of like getting a brand new booster box and opening the packs just to pull like one of the best cards and throw it into your binder and having that card. It's just it's a different feeling. um I There is a thing that I do miss about playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and that is meeting new people and getting to meet up with old friends. Like that I do think Yu-Gi-Oh does really good in, which is socializing with people you may have never met, because there's those same people that you probably sit in front of to play against for the very first time you would probably never have talked to before if it wasn't for Yu-Gi-Oh. And Yu-Gi-Oh can make friendships. Yu-Gi-Oh can ruin friendships depending on what's happening. um, and I think that's another really cool thing as well. Um, I'm not actually serious about the whole ruining friendships thing. There's always going to be, you're always going to have those set of friends in Yu-Gi-Oh that you're always going to be friends with. I even have a few of my friends from Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't talk to them as much as I should, but I do still sometimes here and there hear from them, or I talk to them. Maybe not nothing too crazy, but we still stay in touch a little bit here and there. But that is one thing that I do miss. I do miss traveling to play in regionals and stuff. That was always fun because otherwise I probably would have never went to Louisiana or something like that, because I went for regionals and I thought that was really cool. Otherwise I probably would have never thought to go. Um, so that's really cool. But and I have a lot of memories, but I think I might be, now I'm not 100% on this. I might be completely done with Yu-Gi-Oh in the sense of playing the card game in that sense. Now, I could be wrong because I've been wrong before. I could end up coming back after this next ban list. You never know. And I will say this much: if I do end up coming back, there will be more Yu-Gi-Oh content, as in like deck profiles and possibly even duels. That is pretty much a given. Um, and it's not like I don't keep up with the card game anymore. I still kind of sort of keep up with the card game. I'll watch tournaments that local tournaments will like post, or like if a big tournament comes up, I'll sit there and I'll watch the live stream for it and watch the people duel and have their fun. And um, If any of my friends are there, I'll be there to watch and support and all that. And I think that's really cool. Um, but other than just, the whole feeling no drive to play the game, it's pretty much my issues, right? It's nothing to do with the card game itself. I understand that some people may have other issues with the card game, like maybe they think, I don't know, it's unfair or something. I don't know. I could only guess what some people may not like about the card game. Um, but I will say that I don't think I'm fully leaving the card game. But I will say, as of right now, I do not think that I'll be playing the card game anymore. But I am not stopping posting Yu-Gi-Oh content. Yu-Gi-Oh content will still be coming to the channel. It just won't be coming in the form of deck profiles or possibly duels. It'll be coming in the form of opening booster boxes, packs, and stuff like that. Like I was saying earlier. Hopefully everyone is okay with that, and if not, I can understand fully because a large portion of my subscribers came from whenever I was doing Yu-Gi-Oh content. So I can understand why a lot of them may not want to be subscribed to this anymore because, that I'm not doing what they subscribed for. I'm now trying to do YouTube gaming, like gaming YouTube videos, instead of doing Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube videos. Um, I'm shifting more towards the gaming side, which I can completely understand why some people may not be interested in that. Some people may already have their specific YouTubers for that, and they just, that's just how it is. Um, but again, I hope you all can understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you all will enjoy this upcoming content that I do plan on releasing, and that I do plan on recording and figuring out how to edit and doing all this fun stuff, and possibly even getting some of my friends into it and just having a good time. Um, but I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. And you know what? Let me know down in the comments if you've ever had any instance like this with Yu-Gi-Oh and what what you decided to do with your whole situation. But again, I'll see you guys in the next video.